Hello everyone, it's me. I am back. I'm only just now getting over my cold, so don't expect editing to really be spot on today, like last part I did of this. But we're going to be doing a part 2 to this, since Swifty has made 2 more videos. Um, and yeah, so we're going to be ranking plushies or custom Swifty has made of more FNAF characters that weren't made such whatnot. Blah blah blah. I'm not saying the full title. I don't give a crap. Sorry, but I gotta say these are really good, and I think even better than last time. So let's get into this. Started off, we have Plush Trap, who I think is actually really good. Definitely a missed opportunity to use the Frost Plush Trap pattern by Xmart. Would have loved to see that, but this is still pretty good. He's cute, which is mainly what Funko goes for when they go for plushies, because you're scary plushie, you're going to buy that. Well, shut up, Funko. But yeah, I think this is a really good looking plush, and well, just again, still missed opportunity for Max Smart Plush Trap, but it's still pretty good for what it is. Almost forgot to rate him, but I'm gonna get Plush Trap a solid 9 because the only point off was the missed opportunity, but still pretty good. Next, we have Nightmare BB, who, again, like JJ before, Swifty did printing, and it still looks pretty good for, a custom. It's still pretty good. I like the bigger size, because Nightmare BB does have a big head and whatnot. The claws are a good touch. And yeah, this is a good plush. I'm going to give it like a 8 out of 10. I think it's just, Swifty's only in the early stage of printing, but he'll get better, because I could still see some of the printing lines, but he's only just now started using it. The Freddles, okay, Swifty outdid himself this time. They're smaller, he made them all individual, and they look really good. I mean, look at them compared to Nightmare Freddy. These are a complete 10 already, okay? Just 10. I don't even need to say anything else. I mean, look at these guys. Nightmare Mangle, okay, the pattern, yes, okay, I like the new body, I like the design, and I'll give this one 10 out of 10 as well. I really like it, and I think Swifty did an amazing job. Are we being for real right now, Swift? I mean, I get, he can have a lazy excuse sometimes, and also, it kind of feels right, but, at least make it a little bit more like Nightmare, or not Nightmare, Jacko, I guess what's Jack-o'-lantern, his name. Like, give him the eyes, give him the right color stem, darken the color a bit with some Sharpie and not. It's, if you're going to at least be lazy with making a body, he's being lazy, just saying, you didn't just do that at least, please. But I'm going to give it a 6 for, being funny. Just, it's not, you didn't actually make that. Like, no. Next, we have the mini arenas from the most recent one, and yes, these look amazing. I love the colors. I think we have to get a really good job with the tutu. It definitely looks like a Funko plush. Of course, I see why you didn't make them as small as the Freddles. I mean, the Freddles were probably already hard enough being, like, really tiny. Imagine that, but with the pattern of the Circus Baby and Ballora and Enter plushies and whatnot. That would be pretty hard. So I'm going to give this a 7, But I am glad Swift was able to make it smaller, and it still looks good, I like the face, I like the head, actually it's really good. You got the colors right and everything, blah blah blah, you get the point, it looks really good. Biddy Bab, now this is still a pretty good plush, I like it. Some complaints, minus the fact, it's still only a little bit smaller. I don't know what it is, but it's kind of staring into my soul. In a good way and in a bad way. But, I still enjoy it. I'm going to give it a 8. Alright, Electrobab. I like the colors, okay. Really good. It's just a recolor of Pretty Bab. But I like the colors a lot more. I think Swifty did a real good job with... It's just, I'm pretty sure Electrobab not actually meant to be that color. I think it's just the lighting of sister location and stuff. Actually, I'm about to pull it up. Give me a second. Yeah, it's mainly just meant to be the lighting of Sister Location, but you know he has yellow eyes. But I really like it. You know, it's just Bitty Bab, but yellow eyes. But I really like the colors, like how he changed it up. You know, it definitely looks like the kind of lighting you see in Sister Location, that bluish gray kind of hint of purple-ish. I don't really know what kind of lighting it is, but you know, you get the point, and I like it. You know, of course, you can still tell it's not the same color. You know, it's not in the same lighting, but it's still really good, and it's not just Bitty Bab with yellow eyes, you know, it's just plain, like, way too lazy. Lazier than Pumpkin. Okay, maybe not lazy, but you get the point. And I think, you know, Swift did a real good job, so for Electrobab, I'm gonna give it a 10. Of course, I'd make it a 9. Okay, you know, the 10 is about to come up for Sister Location here. I don't know what it is about it, but Yendo not only looks super cute, but so good right now. I, I, I really like the Endo characters, you know, endoskeleton character Swifty does. And for Yendo, he went all out as well, just like Endo 01 and 2. And he did a real good job. Look, just, this boy is beautiful. And it deserves a 10 out of 10. And here's the other 10. Are you kidding me? Look at him. He got the word Mike, he got the little lines. And, you know, that he's like pinching that with 2 fingers means it's small, and yet he still was able to do that. Swift, why are you still making customs and plush videos? Go to Jazzwares or somebody and get a job with designing. These look amazing. This is another, actually this is an 11, just for the tiny details. Like the way he was able to write Mike, you know, he probably got a super thin pen, but you know, just like tiny details like that, absolutely 11, you know, just for the effort. And yeah, that's it. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye-bye.